From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Miami Marlins.
And now,
festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Cy Young.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Okay, all set to go. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Nico Hoerner. Swing and a miss, strike one.
No ball, one strike.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here is Aaron Judge. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And Judge spoils that one. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. In now for the Reds, Frank Thomas. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Here's a big power threat. Alejandro Kirk. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here at Lone Depot Park, pitching in our game today, Nolan Ryan. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Crow Armstrong. And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is inside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. to swing and a miss. 1 out. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Honus Wagner. Boom. Whips it to first.
He's out.
And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. New inning getting started, and here comes Alec Boehm. Young back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. That one misses, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Left field, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Andres Jimenez. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. And first offering is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Jumps, throws. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Arenado makes the play, and that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Gabriel Moreno. Zips it to first, and quickly one away in the second. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty, 1 away. Tim Raines getting ready to hit. He swings and fouls one off. Pulls that one foul. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
And that one fouled off. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And a base hit. The run comes in to score from second.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came off his bat.
Cy Young now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Judge makes the catch. That is the inning. And we're back on to the third inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Number 21. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Trying to move him over here. That's a base hit. Hung up in a rundown now. Throw to third, too late, and everyone's safe on the bunt. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. So here's Horner now. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Fought off foul. Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Aaron Judge at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Judge waits.
No.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. That's down and in.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And Charleston hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Thomas takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Acuna there. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. Back here in Miami, bottom of the inning. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Ryan measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, And he works in a sinker. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Judge has it sized up and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. And up next for Miami, Oscar Charleston. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. 2 out, space is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Kirk gets his lead at first with nobody out. Strike 2.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Nice stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
Andres Jimenez, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. And now it's Gavin Lux. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Just missed.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1. And that is out of play.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Two on, 1 out. Curve in the dirt.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump. All right, this is a spot where you've just got to nibble, work the edges with this hitter. If he wants to chase and go outside his zone, so be it. But if you walk him, you got the pitcher to deal with next. You'd rather have that matchup.
Puts a bunt down. Charleston. It's safe at first, a bunt single. Nolan Ryan digs in now. Swing and a foul out of play. So a workaround situation.
Yeah, kind of. You're not intentionally walking him. You want to compete, but you don't want to give him something too good to hit. If you can...
Oscar. They limit the damage here. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the power hitting catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Boom. Throws out to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled off. Strike two. One out, base is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Snags it for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Foul ball. Corner. Fires to first on the run.
He's safe.
Just elite level speed on display right there, and he needed every bit of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they...
There goes the runner. Settles underneath it. And the inning is over. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's the power speed combo. Nico Hoerner. Young back to work. That one in there across the letters.
0-1.
Well, these Reds looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
0-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Crow Armstrong hauls it in, and there's one away. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And Judge spoils that one. Next pitch is outside. The Reds down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's ripped. Base hit. And now the first baseman, Frank Thomas. And he swings over the top there.
No ball. 1 strike.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit for the Reds. And he swings through that one.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Late on that fastball.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time
a swing and a miss, that retires the side, and that'll do it. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Boom. Throws across the diamond, and they get Arenado for the out. So now here's the pitcher, Cy Young. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch, not close.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And he's safe at first.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop.
Honus Wagner, the next up for the Marlins. Runner takes off. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. The run scores all the way from first. And they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Jimenez. The throw to first. Out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's going to be Alec Bohm. Ohtani in his 8th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Andres Jimenez, the next to hit for the Reds. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. The Reds down by a pair, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that one's a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. That's to third. Arenado to first in time. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Under it. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah, he and his friends would play at the beach, in a huge lot behind the hospital, or out on the street. All they needed was a newspaper and some tape, and they were ready for a game.
And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
The left fielder, number 30.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Matt McClain. Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal.
That's foul.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient.
Runner goes again. Jimenez throw to first. That's the inning. Back here in Miami, top of inning number 7, and now number 21. That misses, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
No, that's foul.
The 2-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Hitting for Cincinnati, number 8, Andre Dawson.
And he chases a high fastball there.
0-1.
High in the air, out to right. Acuna has it sized up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 3. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swung on, popped up left side. Wagner sizes this one up. Corrals it. And that is that.
Now pitching for the Reds, number 57, Bubba.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Boom. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Struck out swinging his first time. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues.
There's a swing and a drive. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Fouled off. He was late. Man at second. Runner goes again. Way outside, straight to the backstop.
That's a base running right there.
Around second now as they still don't have it.
Well done. Drives in the run. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Boom. Makes the catch, and that is the third out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the eighth and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Aaron Judge. Ohtani back to work. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. So digging in, Frank Thomas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And there's a foul ball. The Marlins leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Ohtani. 2 down, bases empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. And there's the strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Lux pulls it down and he makes the catch. Then there's 1 down. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
He makes the grab, and there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Tim Raines. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Runner takes off, and that one fouled off.
One, two.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Runner on the go again. Jimenez whips it across.
He's out.
And that is the inning. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. In now for the Reds, Alec Bohm. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Aroldis Chapman.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And first offering is fouled off. Chapman, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. 37 years young. He joined the team as a free agent.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next in Cincinnati, the shortstop,
Andres Jimenez, the next to hit for the Reds. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Runner at first with no outs here. 1-0-1 on the gun, swing and a miss.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 in this one.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
That one at triple digits. Boom. The base runner at first with 1 out. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The Reds now down to their final out. Here's the center fielder. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. 4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.